It's 11:15 on Sunday, February 12th, and the dogs and I have come back to the Cataraqui Trail just east of Sydenham. It's a glorious day, 4 degrees centigrade right now and sunny. That's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Supposed to go up to 6 degrees today. There's virtually no wind. And because we had the rain last week and warm temperatures, the trails here have actually been closed to snowmobile use right now. They may become active again at some point, but this week looks all warm too with rain, so I think the trails are only going to get worse for that use. So we're taking advantage of this great walking opportunity here and great weather, and have come back to one of our favorite little sections of the trail. Well, the trail is variably icy, which I sort of expected, but it's a little icier than I thought it might be. I was thinking it might be just more sort of softened packed snow, but there are some fairly icy spots, and stupidly I didn't bring my add-on cleats for my shoes, which I should have done. So hopefully I can manage this without flipping out somewhere. But it seems like it's not too bad over most of it. It's got a bit of grip to it. Just have to keep my eyes out. One false move, and that could be the end of me. The lake ice just made a big booming sound as it warms up, I guess. See off the bridge here, the inner bay is all frozen here still, as is the lake. Where the sun can get at the trail, it's starting to open up a little bit, but the snowmobiles have packed it down very tight. So most of the trail is icy or granulated snow. The granulated snow isn't too bad to walk on. It's fairly hard packed still, but the icy spots are treacherous. So you just have to try and walk around them as best as you can. It's going to be a week or so or more, depending on the weather, but this week sounds warm. Up to 4 to 7 degrees most days, with rain here and there. So some of this will go. The southward facing slopes get the direct heat of the sun through the day, and so most of those are bare of snow already. Well, luckily most of the glazy, icy patches I was seeing earlier in the hike have disappeared, and most of the trail is a hard-packed, granulated snow that's not too hard to walk on. The feet aren't sinking in too deeply yet, but as the day progresses with temperatures of 6 degrees, I'm sure that's going to change. Just a glorious day out here. Sun is beaming. no wind. It's very quiet though, there's hardly any birds calling. Part of that is due to the fact that the lake is totally frozen over now. Whereas even into early winter, when it was still open, there was quite a few ducks and geese out there and other birds still cruising around, kingfishers even. But they've all left now. Some of the birds are thinking it's spring. Just heard a pileated woodpecker drumming and calling over here. Well, another month and a half or two and the spring migration will be getting underway in earnest. So that'll be a nice time to walk along here and see all the birds returning in spring. And the frogs will be singing. And the snakes will be starting to appear gradually, slowly, but inexorably. And the cycles of life move on. This red cedar has a nice smattering of yellow-bellied sapsucker holes on its trunk. So if you're not familiar, the yellow-bellied sapsucker is a woodpecker that comes here in spring, stays the summer and into the early fall sometimes. But it drills these tiny holes in the outer bark of trees and it sucks the sap. So that's how it gets its name, the sapsucker. Well, it's 12:33 and we're just coming up to McFadden Road here. We've walked approximately 5 kilometers or so. And I think this will be our turnaround point, like it often is in the summer, but might just try walking up the road here a little bit. See what the scenery is like. I don't think I've ever been up there, but maybe I have. Okay, we've come about 1 kilometer up the road here, and it's very pretty. Lots of winding hills and beautiful tree-lined road. But I think we'll head back now. Yeah, it's feeling a lot like summer today. Just like summer. Must be at least 6 or 7 degrees right now. Beautiful. Getting my vitamin D fix. So the energy levels should be going up throughout the week as the vitamin D gets absorbed into the body, and we can start coming out of the downward cycle that we started going into in October. I feel rejuvenated already, like a battery being recharged. Well, I almost flipped out. I wasn't quite paying attention, and I came through this shady area, and my foot caught a little bit of glaze ice that hadn't melted yet. Oh boy. I almost went right on my back again, just like I did up on the Trans-Canada Trail a few weeks ago. My poor old degenerating spine can't take much more of that. Some interesting movement in behind these icicles here. You can see it on this patch of ice beside the icicles. Basically, it's just melting water running down between the ice and the rock. And you can see little bubbles or spaces that are vacant, I guess. And it's pretty neat. They look like little tadpoles swimming along the rock surface. Here's some more over here. I hope this video can catch these things. They're kind of neat looking. And here's an example of nature's makeup. The paper birch. Rub your fingers along the surface and look at the nice white powder you get off it. Maybe it can clear up some of my wrinkles, some of my imperfections. I don't know, is it changing anything? I can't tell in this crude little camera view here. Probably good for the skin, if nothing else. Sort of like talcum powder, I guess. Not that I'm saying talcum powder is good for the skin. There we go. Now I can reflect the sunlight a little better. Although I don't really want to do that, do I? I want to absorb the sunlight. Gee, why did I put this on here? I need all the vitamin D I can get. Maybe in the summertime I can use that technique, but not now. Some nice high cirrus clouds over the lake to the south. That's probably associated with a system down in the United States somewhere. Well, we're just at 2 o'clock now, and we're coming up to the end of our hike for this afternoon. A couple hundred meters out from the finish, so hope you've enjoyed that walk along the northeast side of Sydenham Lake and points east on the Cataraqui Trail. Just a gorgeous day, and I hope everyone in the local area has been able to get out and enjoy it like I have. And depending where you are, hopefully you've had fair weather and are also getting out to enjoy your local surroundings. Okay guys, jump up, come on. Come on. Jump up guys. Get up Zoe. Jump up.